There we go.
Okay.
Hey everyone, this is Mike, Realtor Mike with Century 21 Mike Bowman, and I am here in Mansfield, Texas. I'm with Vicky Cruz with V&D Financial. And Vicky, I want to thank you for meeting with me. I know your schedule is busy, but I really do think that this is something that, especially the home buyers out there, with information they really need to know. And like I said, I just want to thank you in advance for the opportunity to speak with you.
Thank you, Mike. It's an honor and a pleasure to be here and be able to speak to an enormous amount of audience that we have listening to us today. So thank you for giving us your time, and hopefully the information we're going to provide you today is going to be informative and something that will help you realize your dream of purchasing your home.
Absolutely. So I know that with V&D Financial, not only you'll work with financial consulting and help individuals, and not only individuals but businesses as well, regarding wealth management. But I know part of what you do is credit repair, or and I know that's the C word a lot of people don't want to talk about, but it's such a building block. It's the start of a whole bunch of other things, whether you're trying to get into a home, start your own business, whatever the case may be, is credit.
Correct.
So if you don't mind, just talking about what, when it comes to the credit, what V&D Financial does?
Sure. So as we all know, everything starts with credit. Especially if you want to buy a house within the next 12 months, it's very important that you pull your credit report and that you make sure that everything is okay, that there's no things that are being reported there that are not yours, errors. But if you do have credit challenges, you can definitely come to us. We are experts in credit. We have over 40 years of credit and banking experience, so we know what we're doing. We've been doing it for many, many years, and we're here to offer you our help. It is a partnership. It takes us and you working together to try to, bring you to a bankable state where your credit is good and the lenders are not going to decline you for a mortgage loan. So one of the things that we will do in our first meeting, we're going to review your credit report from all three agencies. We're going to show you what items are impacting your credit, what your scores, your true scores are at. So we don't use Credit Karma.
Yes.
And we don't use Credit Sesame because those are not accurate.
Okay. And can you touch a little bit about that? Because I'm sorry to cut you off, but Credit Karma, when I'm talking to buyers, my score is 700, but then I say, okay. And then they send me a screenshot of a Credit Karma report. And I'm like, I understand. Credit Karma is really good at what they do, promoting their product. But it's not, when it comes to getting a home, mortgages, it's not the same. Correct. That's not your real true credit.
And I think if you've ever applied for credit, you probably already wonder, why is it that when I checked it on Credit Karma, my credit was 700, but the bank is telling me I have a 580.
Yeah.
Hey, you get what you pay for. Credit Karma, Credit Sesame, those are free services. They truly do not have a true picture of your credit.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's why it's always going to be different, the credit that the bank is going to pull than the one that you see on Credit Karma.
Yes.
However, we work with an agency that will provide the scores that are 99% accurate. It is the same one that we provide the lenders when we're working with them to try to help you qualify for a loan, and the credit scores match along with the information in it. But if you do have credit challenges and that has kept you away from purchasing your house, we will help you get it corrected. We do everything by law. We work with the lenders to ensure that there's nothing on your credit report that's going to cause a decline. Okay. We also help you build credit. So not only are we going to help you challenge those items that are there that shouldn't be there, but we're also going to help you build credit. If you have strong credit, you're going to get better interest rates. Mm-hmm. You're going to get better terms. If there's any errors on your credit report, we're going to walk you step by step, and we're going to help you get those corrected. So you won't have to do a lot of work. We will do the work for you, but it is in cooperation. We have to work side by side to make sure that we're uncovering everything that could possibly negatively impact your reports, your credit reports. Also, but a lot of our customers, Mike, besides credit, they don't have enough money for closing costs. They don't have enough money for down payment. I got great news for you. We have wonderful partners, over 200 lenders that we work with. They're willing to help you financially.
Yeah.
They're willing to help you get in a house even if you don't have the down payment and closing cost. They're willing to make exceptions if you just happen to have a collection that is impacting your credit. We work with them without running your credit.
Yeah,
so they come.
You might want to repeat that again for everybody.
We will shop for a loan on your behalf, and those lenders are not going to run your credit. They come to our office. They'll meet with you. They'll review your credit report that we will provide to them. They will speak with you directly about your unique situation. Yeah. And then all three of us together, we're going to come up with a plan to get you qualified for a mortgage loan. And some of those conversations, sometimes it's not about credit.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's you don't have enough money for closing. You don't have enough money for down payment. There's solutions for those. Okay. We work with the city of Fort Worth. There's grants. We work with Dallas. There's grants. There's so many cities that are offering grants because we all want to get you in a house.
Yeah.
But you have to take that first step. You have to make the decision that this year you're going to,
no matter what,
you're going to come. You're going to get some help. You're going to get on a plan to owning your own home, and you're going to stick to it.
Yeah. And I think, and I just want to touch back too, and that's great information for everyone. You mentioned 40 years of experience combined in this office. So, I mean, I just want to talk about that, real briefly. I mean, that means wonders. So to me, hearing that from me, I know people out there listening to the same thing, because I know there's been, times in the past a few people may have gotten burned by something that's credit repair, credit restoration, and stuff like that. So I do appreciate that you do take the time, and it's just not about, not just about purchasing a home, but also the financial well-being, because when it's all said and done, some of these other companies, yeah, they get them in the home and that's it. But what happens if they can't afford the home 3 months down the line, where y'all are with them throughout the way and making sure that they get in a home, that's a home that they're able to afford, they're able to grow into, build a family, and all that, because a home is something that you can pass down from generation to generation, and it builds wealth. So
correct.
Definitely.
So what you can expect when you come to V&D Financial is we're going to create a financial plan. Mm-hmm. Okay. We're going to discuss your debt. We want to make sure that you're not paying high interest rate on your debt when you can be paying less. We're going to discuss your auto loans. Oh. A lot of customers, interest rate on their auto loans are 18%
I know,
interest.
I've seen it.
You're paying that car 2 to 3 times. Yeah. We're going to look at your student loans. As you all know, the student loan debt is in the trillions.
Yes.
And a lot of our clients have enormous student loan, and they don't even know how to manage it, how to get out of it. So we're experts on that.
Definitely understand that.
Yes. We're going to cover every aspect of your financial life, because our goal is to set you up for success in the short and also in the long run. We're going to make you bankable. So that's a bank terminology. I worked at a large financial institution for over 15 years myself. And so you were either bankable or not bankable. Yeah. If you're not bankable, you're going to pay high interest rate. I have a client that I interviewed a couple of days ago. The interest rate on a $5,000 loan that he obtained from one of those check cashing places was 144% interest.
Wow.
144% interest.
Wow.
I was able to help the customer pay that off. He only needed to borrow $5,000. I was able to talk to one of the lenders that we work with, and we were able to give him a loan for 10% interest.
That's a big
turnaround. Huge difference. And as we continue to build that person's credit,
yes,
we're going to continue to help them, obtain better rates.
Okay.
There's no reason why anybody shouldn't be able to take advantage of those 0% promotions that we see advertised by major banks or credit cards. But as I was referring back to your financial life, we want to make sure that after you get in a home, that you can afford your house.
Okay.
That you're going to be able to build equity.
Yes.
That you're not going to be throwing away money on rent anymore. Now it's going to go towards your house. You're going to be able to buy a car that you can afford, that is not upside down because your credit was so bad that that's the only thing that the dealer would offer you. We work with dealerships. We have a dealer, and I'll say the name, specifically Toyota. Toyota's been wonderful with our company and our customers. So even if you have bad credit, as long as you are doing something about it, you're trying to pay off debt, you're in a credit repair program, they're willing to let you drive off with a vehicle. They'll finance it, and 3 to 6 months later, they allow us to refinance the note.
Gotcha.
That gives us enough time to help you build better credit.
Gotcha.
Because the better your credit is, the better the rate that you're going to get.
Gotcha.
So for those customers that haven't been able to buy a house, a lot of it has to do with the fact that they're paying high interest rate on everything else when they shouldn't have to.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, like you said, that's what people need to hear. I mean, it's beyond just the houses, it's your purchasing power. So, I know another thing that a lot of people, maybe you can address that real quickly. Everyone hears the term debt to income, and stuff, and some people get denied from a bank regarding a mortgage because their debt to income is too high. Can you address that?
Correct. And just real quick, your debt to income, that's when your debt exceeds the amount that is allowed when we add your mortgage payment. We have so many ways that we can help you lower the debt to income ratio that the bank is requesting. For example, FHA loan, a lot of banks don't let you go over 50% because that's their guidelines. But we have ways that even if you don't have the money to pay your debt, we have ways to structure your debt so that you meet the requirement of the bank and be below the threshold.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's big right there. So I think the audience, that's what they wanted to hear.
If you want a house, you can get in a home.
Yeah, I think that's a good closing right there too. But I guess just leave your we can wrap it up, and we'll definitely I know we'll get some feedback and some questions and everything later on and stuff like that. We'll visit in the future. But what's a good contact info for if someone wants to reach you and get a hold of you and set up an appointment?
Sure. So the first thing you want to do is obviously talk to Mike. Mike will refer you to our company, and we will set up a consultation, which is complimentary. We will set up a plan. All of that is free. If you decide not to hire our services, that's perfectly fine with us, but at least you leave with a plan. You know what you have to do to obtain your goals. Gotcha. Our number, if you wanted to call our offices, it's 469-291-5221. But I highly encourage you to start with Mike and talk to him about what your home loan goals are, and then we will work together with Mike to get you in a house as soon as possible, before your lease is up.
Well, I appreciate it, Vicky, and for everyone out there. I mean, obviously, this is Mike, Realtor Mike with Century 21. I am here in Fort Worth, V&D Financial, Vicky Cruz. But you can reach me